What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at Prime Moment Matthaus. So looking at his SBC, it's looking to cost around about 2.2 mil overall. I probably expected it. Realistically, he's a very OP card. Looking at him, 94 rated. The stats are unreal. So this is probably the first really big Prime Moment we've had, and I'm sure probably today we'll get another being foot birthday, but let's enjoy this one. So looking at the price of him, 3.5 mil on the Xbox, 3 mil on the PlayStation. So realistically, just under a mil saving on the SBC. Realistically, I would try the loan card out, but take my word for this one, this card is fantastic. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure you get around about 600 to 700k worth of packs back. So you kind of average that up. You're not going to make 2 mil off them. Well, if you're lucky, you may get a Prime Moment yourself, but the likely chance of you making 2.2 mil out of 600k worth of packs, very slim, but you'll make a nice hefty profit back from the packs. So you'll probably only spend up about $1.5 million. Realistically, if you are very unlucky, probably 200k at the very minimum. I don't think you can't get more than less than that, because the packs, even if you do get the bog standard, if you sell everyone, predominantly they'll be worth a couple 100k at the very least. So let's look at some of the stats and the information on this card. So 91 pace, 93 shooting, 91 passing, 86 dribbling, 91 defending, and 86 physical. This card's stats are just absolutely ridiculous. He sits at 5'9", so not the tallest CM in the world, but with the stats, to be honest, you can't really argue. 3-star skiller with a 4-star weak foot. He is right-footed, and he has a high defensive and attacking work rate, which for this card is no problem because he does have 95 stamina. So personally, he is the perfect CM. If he was a little bit taller, I think that's the only real kind of criticism, but apart from that, and to be honest, it doesn't really make too much of a difference with this card. He is incredible. Looking at some of the standout stats, obviously he's got 94 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, which is phenomenal for a CM. He also has 99 shot power long shot, as well as just looking if there's any other 99s chilling there. The rest pretty high. I'll go through all of his 90s. He's got 94 attacking positioning, as well as volleys, as well as short pass and long pass, aggression, also standing tackle and interception. So that they're all of his 94s. 95 has got composure, reactions, stamina. I think that's all the 95s. He's got 98 penalties, 91 free kick accuracy, 92 vision, 92 sliding tackle and ball control. And then I think that covers all the 90s. Pretty much then he's got a few high 80s. The lowest of the low is 78 curve, 79 agility, 79 strength and 74 jumping. So out of how many stats is there? There's probably a good 20 stats overall on that card, and 4 of them are above. The lowest is 74, but say you take out that 78 or 79 are the 4 lowest stats that he's got. That is ridiculous. So you can probably imagine what sort of chem style you're going to put on this card. Personally, realistically, his dribbling and physical are the lowest in this card. It depends. It depends on if you're using him as more of a defensive centre mid or an attacking centre mid with what you want to go for. Obviously, the finisher chem style would give you the 95 shooting and 4 physicality. Realistically, I think it's kind of just personal preference. You go for powerhouse, you'll get 97 defending and 96 passing. Realistically, I don't think there's a chem style that makes too much of a difference for this card. In general, I used a couple with him. I used engine as well, as I tried to get that passing, dribbling and pace up. It worked quite well. I think that is a nice card that I like, but again, I don't think really many will make a huge difference to this card. He is incredible regardless. Another one, probably between engine and architect is passing and physicality. It gets 92 physical and 98 passing. So that for me is probably the best. Engine was another really good one for me. And then I think Powerhouse was another choice. So let me know down below what you think. What do you reckon on this card? What chem style would you go with? And have you completed this SBC yet? So overall rating, it's an obvious, to be honest. I'd probably give him a 20 out of 10 if I really could. He is phenomenal. All areas is incredible. He had an absolute banging goal, in which I think pretty sure it's in this game. I have noted that obviously gameplay, it might be better to do clips, so I'm going to go forward from that. And on the next promo, I'm going to really try and possibly change the style up. So we'll see the difference there, but I've listened to the comments. Obviously, I know that probably was always going to be the better way. But for me, the gameplay just enabled me to kind of talk about these players more and then go forward with more player reviews and obviously kind of fit them into a better timeline. Whereas obviously getting the clips is necessarily a bit of a long process, but I'll try it out and see what the response is like. I'll do a few and see what people like more. I can understand completely why people want the clips rather than just the gameplay. It was purely for the fact to show possibly the player in the whole game. Obviously some commentaries don't do a whole game, as games can be like 20 minutes long, but I'm trying my best to see what works, and I'm kind of just figuring out a flow with this. So that's just a side note. So getting back onto this card, realistically, pace is fantastic, shooting is fantastic. Literally everything on this card, there is not a bad thing about this card, and I'm going to struggle with some of the reviews when it comes to the Maradonas and Pelés when I can get my hands on them loan cards, because I'm not going to be able to afford the real one realistically, but it's going to be difficult to find anything wrong with him. Realistically, like I said, the only thing that possibly could be an issue with this card is his height, and realistically I didn't have too much of an issue with him. I've already finished the 10 games with him, and he was fantastic in pretty much every single one. There wasn't a foot wrong with anything. He had some nice shots. He didn't score a huge amount, but to be honest, being in a centre mid, I expect him more to be an assist player than a shooting player. But you could possibly whack him up to a cam and use him that way. But I think that may be a waste of all of his talents in the card. So there you go, 10 out of 10. Definitely try the loan card out. I think it's about 13k at the moment, 10k or so. So definitely try that out. It will definitely enhance your FUT Champs team this week. And then let me know if you are planning on doing him. 2.2 mil, like I said, it's going to be a huge SBC, but we'll see what we get later on today. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.